We continue our series on love tonight with a story about healing. Now, you remember last week we talked about agape. Agape is God's sacrificial or self giving love. Agape is present in all of Jesus' ministry. Whenever Jesus interacts with a world that is hurting and broken, it is the love of God, the self-giving love of God that reaches out to the lives that are broken apart. In the ancient world, when people were suffering from illness or a deformity, or lost a limb, or were crippled, or in any case today, we would understand that someone might be differently abled. But back in that time, those things were understood as judgments, as defects, as signs that sin and evil had been part of a person's life, or maybe their parents. So a man sitting on the road with leprosy is more than just a man with a skin condition, which would range today from everything from a rash to severe boils and sores and all sorts of, quite honestly, disgusting things on the skin. And they would misshape a person's face or body. That was understood at Jesus' time as demonic, as something to be kept away from holy people and holy lives. So those diseases created a separation. They were a wall, a boundary. And those who were faithful needed to stay safely on the other side, away. So they had to withdraw friendship. And the second type of love that we're going to look at in this series, and that is Philia. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. It is a sense that love has a friendship, a bond of care that we share with those whom we are connected with. Well, lepers were ones that were going to be on the outside of that. People would withdraw that. So when Jesus goes and heals someone with leprosy, shares that agape love of God with them, he creates a situation in which philia can once again occur. That love of friendship. And that's why in this healing it's real important for Jesus to tell the man who he just cleaned to go and show himself to the priest. The priest would verify the fact that he is healed, that he is no longer to be excluded. He would be the one who would put the stamp of approval that in fact this person could once again be restored to community. That people need not be afraid anymore of them, because the disease of which they could catch and they could then wind up being on the outside was no longer in play. Jesus' role as a healer is one that brings people that are separated apart together. It allows for them to once again love and share in friendship. That's an important thing. So this week, I want to ask, where do we share the love of friendship? And what are the things that prevent us from sharing with others? What kind of barriers do we hold people apart? Is it because perhaps a disease, or is it something else that we hold them a distance from us? And how might the love of Jesus heal us in such a way that we can try to shorten that distance, that we can reach out with love. It's not easy, and sometimes we are going to find ourselves having it all blow up in our face. But the ministry of Christ, the invitation of faithful and holy living, is one to move in the direction of God's agape, with acts of our own agape or acts of our love of friendship of others. Have a great discussion, and may God bless you, and we'll see you again next time.